Hello student, this is Bikash Debnath, and today we will learn a new chapter, that is linear equation in one variable. And in this chapter we will try to understand about what is linear equation and how we can find out the solution of linear equation. And one more thing, linear equation is a very interesting thing. It's like a magic. Okay, so let us see the chapter. So first of all, we have to look back and what is algebraic expression. In our previous video lecture, I gave a lecture on algebraic expression. There we learned what is algebraic expression. So the combination of terms using addition is called algebraic expression. So in here you can see here this twice x, this is a term. In that lecture I told you that when we have constant and if you multiply them with a variable, say x, so that becomes a term. Okay, so twice x is a term, 3y is another term. So twice x and 3y, these two terms are connected or combined using this plus sign. Okay, so this twice x and 3y, twice x plus 3y, it becomes a algebraic expression. Okay, so let us go to the next slide. In here we will learn what is equation. So when we write two expressions, putting an equal sign is very important. When you write two expression, okay, you have to write two expression, putting an equal sign in between them, then it's an equation. So in here you can see 4x plus 5 is a term, it's an expression, and 6xy minus 5, it's also an expression. But these two expressions are sitting here and they are connected by this plus equal sign. Okay, so it becomes an equation. Similarly, we can have this one, twice x square plus 5y minus 3 is equal to 7. So 7 is also an expression. Twice x square plus 5y minus 3 is also an expression. Similarly, 5x minus 10 equals to 10. So these are equation. Okay, and one more thing, we will not study about this two equation. We will do study, or we will only discuss over this type of equation. What type of this equation, I will elaborate it in our next slide. So here in this chapter we will learn about linear equation in one variable. It is very important thing, only one variable. Okay, we will not have x, y, z, etc. We will have only one type of variable, say x. In one equation we will have only one variable, and this is called linear equation. Why it is linear, I will tell you in our next slide. The equation in the shape of ax plus b equal c. Perhaps you noticed in our previous slide, 5x minus 10 equals to 10. You see, 5x minus 10 equals to 10. Is not it look like this one, x plus b equals c? This type of equation which have the shape of ax plus b equals c are called linear equation. Okay, linear equation where a, b and c are any real numbers, but you know that this is a does not equal 0. This is, make sure this is not equal sign. This is the cut mark is here. So a cannot be equal to 0. Why a cannot be equal to 0? If this a, okay, you see this here you see this a, if a becomes 0, then this ax will become 0. So 0 plus b equals c, it will not have any meaning. Okay, so that's why a cannot be 0, b and c can be 0. Okay, a simple linear equation I can write, say twice x plus 0 equal this is 0, huh? This is 0 equal 0. Okay, you must note that in a linear equation there is only one variable. There is only one variable in a linear equation. There is only one variable, and that to have only power 1. Power is 1. That means we cannot use power 2 in this equation. You see here, can you see this one? Sorry, this one, this 2, this is the power 2, but we will not study about that. We will discuss only power 1, and the power is 1. So that is twice x plus 3. You see this one, twice x plus 3 is equal to 0. It's a type of linear equation in one variable. 4y minus 6 equals 7. It's a type of linear equation in one variable. Similarly, 3 within bracket t minus 4 equal to o plus 7t. Here the variable is t. Okay, there is no other variables are used. Only one variable is used in a single linear equation. Are examples of some linear equations in one variable. Similarly, which are not example of linear equation. Okay, not example, that means which are not linear equation in one variable. You see this one, 3xy plus 60 equals 70. In here I used three variables. Did you notice? X is a variable, y is a variable, and this t is a variable. So three variables are there. We cannot have more than one variable. That means only one variable which we must use. So it is not a linear equation in one variable. Okay, similarly this is also not a linear equation. Why this is not an equation? Actually, when I was writing this slide, I made a mistake. This 2 is the power, huh? This 2 is the power only. So 4x square plus 6x minus 7 equal to 0 are not an example of linear equation in one variable. Why it is not an example of linear equation in one variable? Because it is not linear. Linear means what? Power is 1. You must say power is 1. Okay, so in here power is 2, so it cannot be a linear equation in one variable. Okay, let us go to the next slide. Why it is called linear? Why it is called linear? Linear means what? Linear word is coming from what? You see, line, line, line. Okay, so actually when you draw the graph of this year, you will not be able to draw the graph of linear equation. Perhaps in next year, that means in class 8, you will get to know how to draw the graph of linear equation. But in here, say this is a linear equation. Yes, only for x plus 7 equals to 3 by 4. It's a linear equation. So if you draw the graph of this linear equation, you will have this straight line. You can see here this straight line, pink line. This pink line is drawn here. So this type of linear you will be get the graph. Okay, so that's why, since it's a line, so we call it linear equation in one variable. Now next thing, it is root. Sometimes it is also known as a solution. Okay, solution, root or solution of a linear equation. For a certain value of the variable, a linear equation becomes true. What does it mean? I will show you with the help of example. The value is called the root of the equation. It's also known as solution of the equation. For example, in the equation twice x plus 5 equal 9. In the equation twice x plus 5 equal 9. This is a linear equation in one variable. If x equal to 2, if we put x equal 2, what will happen? You see, left hand side, LHS, this means what? Left hand side. So in the left hand side of this linear equation, that is twice x plus 5, if we put the value of x as 2, okay, I'm writing it in a red color. So 2 dot, this dot means what? Multiplication. 2 into 2 plus 5. So 2 into 2 is 4, 5 is 5, so 4 plus 5 is what? 9. So it is not in the right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So for the value of x equal to 2, this equation becomes true. Yes or no? So that's why x equal to 2 is the root of the equation. Okay, remember, root of an equation is also called the solution of the equation. Okay, so what is root of the equation or solution of the equation? You might have learned. Okay, so let us go to the next slide. Yes, how to solve an equation. This is a very important thing. How to solve an equation. And what does it mean? Solving means what? Solving means what? When you get the value of, you see, this twice x plus 5. Okay, twice x plus 5 equal to 9. So this is a very simple equation. So, and I actually found the value of x. That's why I have written x equal to 2. But how do you know that? How will you get the value of x? So to find the value of x is known as the solving of a linear equation. Now onwards we will say only equation, okay, instead of linear equation in one variable. Simplify. First of all, how to solve the equation? Simplify both sides of the equation. Add or subtract same constant on both sides to eliminate the constant term. Multiply or divide both sides with the coefficient attached with the variables. Let us understand it with some examples. Okay, so these steps are I have written, but you will not be able to understand without looking at an example. So this is a very simple linear equation. X equal to x plus 3 equals 2. So how to solve this? We will do what? First of all, step 1, simplify the both sides of the equation. This equation is already simplified. Okay, no need to simplify it further. Add or subtract same constant on both sides to eliminate the constant term. To eliminate the constant, you see here the two things are constant term here, 3 and 2. We have to eliminate this 3. Okay, we will do what? On the left hand side we will have only the variable. Okay, we will eliminate this 3. So how to eliminate this 3? Do you have any idea? Simply, you can see here x is x plus 3. Okay, if we subtract 3 from both the side, from this side also if we subtract 3 and from this side also if we subtract 3, then the equation will remain same, but this 3 will get eliminated this way. X plus 3 equals 2. This sign, very important thing, this sign is known as imply. Okay, imply. Okay, or sometimes we can call it or. Okay, or. So the x plus 3 equal to x plus 3 minus 3. What I did, minus 3, that means I subtracted 3 from both the sides. Okay, so this way plus 3 and minus 3 get cancelled, so only x is remaining here, and 2 minus 3 is minus 1. What I did, I have written it here. You can see. So the value of x becomes what? Minus 1. So x equal to minus 1 is the root or solution of the equation. We can check our solution whether we have got right answer or wrong. We can check it with using a technique. This is, you see, left hand side. On the left hand side, which is the left hand side? X plus 3. Okay, this is the left hand side of the equal sign. We call it left hand side, LHS. So x plus 3, in place of x, if we write the value of x, what we got here? Minus 1. So if we write minus 1 in place of x, okay, so minus 1 plus 3, what we got? 2. That is the right hand side. When the left hand side equals to right hand side, that means your answer is right. So x equal to minus 1 is the solution. Okay, so the value of x is minus 1. For the value of x minus 1, you will have the equation right. Next, x minus 5 equals 3. This time minus 5. Okay, that time we got plus. You see, x plus 3. Here we are getting x minus 5. So if we add this 5 on both the side, plus 5, and here also plus 5, so minus 5 and plus 5 will get eliminated. So x is remaining here. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So x equal to 8 is the root or solution of the equation. Okay, you can check it on the same way how we did in our last problem, putting the value of x as 8 in the left hand side. What we'll get? 8 minus 5 is what? 3. On the right hand side 3. So left hand side equals to right hand side. So our answer is correct. Next, twice x plus 7 equal x minus 3. Okay, twice x plus 7 equal x minus 3. And this is a little bit complicated, okay, little bit complex equation, but don't worry, we will solve it very easily. First of all, you see here, this 7 we have to eliminate, and this 2 we have to eliminate. Okay, our duty or our what we will do exactly, we will eliminate this 7, we will eliminate this 2. So on the left hand side we will have only x. Okay, so how to eliminate this 7? Plus 7. So what we will do? Minus 7. Yes or no? Since there is plus 7, we will minus 7. Okay, so minus 7. So twice x minus x plus 7 minus 7. Oh, why I am doing this minus x? You see, this x. Okay, we will eliminate this 7 and this x. From this side we will eliminate this 7, from this side we will eliminate this x. Okay, from this 7, if we eliminate 7, how to eliminate this 7? Minus 7. How to eliminate this x? Minus x on the right hand side. So this side also we have to do the same things. So twice x minus x plus 7 minus 7, x minus x minus 3 minus 7. So twice x minus x becomes x, and in here x minus x is 0, minus 3 minus 7 becomes minus 10. So x is equal to minus 10 is the root or solution of the equation. Checking, how to check this? Putting the value of minus 10 in place of x, you will get this left hand side equals to right hand side. Okay, you will be able to solve it on your own. So this math can be done in a short way. That is called transpose method. That is called what? Transpose method. This method is used widely. Let us try to understand that method. So what is transpose method? Transpose method of solving. In this method we basically change the signs of terms and constant as well as variables. So this is the main formula or main method. Okay, we will continue with this method only. We will not continue with the previous method what we learned earlier. But the mother of this transpose method is that one only. Okay, from that method we got this method. So that is the main method, but we will forget that method. We will continue with this new method, transpose method, but it is the deduction of that method only. We basically change the sides of terms and constant as well as variable during the changing of side. That means in this method we will change the side of variables and terms. Okay, we will try to keep the variables alone in the left hand side only. We will move the other terms or other constants from left hand side to the right hand side. You try to understand. Okay, we will learn about that method in our next slide, and with that example we will be understanding 4x plus 7 equal to twice x minus 3. You see here, 4x plus 7 equal to twice x minus 3. You can see here this twice x. Okay, this twice x is on the right hand side. So first of all what we will do, if a variable is present on the right hand side, we will take it to the left hand side. So initially twice x will be taken to the left hand side, and during the changing of side, plus will change to minus. That means addition will change to subtraction, and subtraction will change to addition. Similarly, multiplication will change to division, and division will be changed to multiplication. So here what we'll do, twice x will change the side. That means twice x is twice x is in the right hand side. You see here. So from that right hand side we will take it to the left hand side. So if you take it to the left hand side, you tell me before this twice x what sign is here? Either plus or minus? Plus. And there is, since there is before this, I'm telling this twice x. Before this twice x there is no positive or negative sign. So we will think that this is plus sign. So plus will change to minus and will change its side. Okay, so twice x will go to left hand side, and hence it has become minus twice x. Okay, and the others are remaining same. Okay, 4x minus twice x, this plus 7 is this one, this minus 3 is this one. Now 4x minus 2x will become what? From 4x, if you subtract this 2x, we will have only twice x. Now this plus 7, we have to take this plus 7 on the right hand side. Okay, so what we'll do, this plus 7 will change it for this side, and the sign before the 7, that means plus, will change to minus. So minus 3 and minus 7 in this step, you can see here. So twice x is now gradually it is becoming along. So now we will have only twice x equal to minus 10, minus 3 minus 7 is become minus 10. So these two, make sure we will make the variable along on the left hand side. Okay, but now 2 is attached with this x, so we will have to move this 2 to the right hand side. Okay, now you tell me 2 is connected with the x. How this is connected with the 2? Within the using the multiplication, yes or no? Twice x, you say twice x means what? 2 multiplied by x. So this 2 is multiplied, yes or no? So if we change the side, then multiplication will change to division. So x is now x, and 2 will go to other side, and it will become division 2, divide 2. So minus 10 divided 2 is what? Minus 5. So x equal to minus 5. It is the solution or root of the equation. Okay. Similarly, one more critical or complicated equation is here. So let us try to understand, and it is probably the last example, and try to understand all the steps. Okay. One more thing, we will solve using this method only. Since sometimes the method can be reduced, the steps can be reduced. Okay. 6 multiplied by 5x minus 2 plus 12 equal to 30. First of all, this 12 we will have to change, or we will have to change the side of 12 from left hand side to right hand side. So plus 12, it will change to minus 12, and the rest are same. You see, 6 5x minus 2 and 6 minus 5x minus 2. Now on the next step, so we have got 6 5x minus 2 equal to 18. In the next step, this 6 will have to take to the other side. This 6 is multiplied, so only 5x minus 2 will be remaining here like this, and 6 will go to other side, and since it is multiplied with 5x minus 2, now it will be divisor, it will become a divisor. 18 divided by 6. Okay, now 5x minus 2 is if you divide this, we will have what? 3. So 5x minus 2 equal 3. Now this minus 2 we have to take to the other side. So minus 2 will change to plus 2. So 5x equal to 3 plus 2, 5x equal to 5. Now this 5 we have to change. If you take this 5 to the other side, since it is multiplied, similarly it will become division on the other side. Okay, so 5 divided by 5. So x becomes what? X equal 1. So x equal 1 is the solution or root of the equation. So this is the end of the video, and I hope you have understood what I actually wanted you to learn. And with this video, I am urging you, I am requesting you to solve some linear equation in one variable, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment section or in our WhatsApp group too. Okay, and you practice some solution or some solving of some linear equation in one variable. Thank you very much for watching our video.